But he didn't care. Do you remember her saying that to you? No comment.
Throughout the interview there was really hardly a glimmer, completely stonewalled with no comment. He appeared to vaguely flinch occasionally when we pushed the age of the victim and the severity of what had happened. But really I may be crediting him there with something that he doesn't deserve.
Despite Imiela's stonewalling, forensic analysis of hair samples taken from the back of his car provided a 1 billion to 1 proof that he had been in contact with the victim. Anthony Imiela was finally brought to justice. In court, he displayed contempt for his victims by pleading not guilty. This forced them to give evidence and relive their rape ordeal.
There were times he was arrogant, he was smug. There were other times he looked pathetic. And I don't think he knew how to play it. I think he didn't know how to respond. He sat there. I mean, the evidence was overwhelming. And that man could sit there and deny those offences and then listen to his account in the witness box. I mean, it was just pathetic. Some people said that was his final hurrah, if you like. You know, he's got the power, he's got the control, he can influence things. And probably it is, but, you know, I try not to even give him credit for that because he just means nothing, absolute zero to me.
The evidence against him was so immensely powerful that he had to come up with an extremely obscure story about how he was in the Birmingham area, about how some children had got into his car and basically chatted to him and been cheeky to him, and that type of thing.
DNA recovered from the 10-year-old proved Imiela had sexually assaulted her.
I looked at him with nothing but contempt for the man, and that man couldn't even look me in the eye. He is an utter coward, fine to terrorise women and young children, but the man is a coward.
I seen in him a different light, you know. I saw this sad, sorry man standing there. And I sort of looking at his eyes thinking, how could you do that? You filthy, dirty man, you know, how could he do it, and for what reason? And I still don't know why. To this day, I don't know why.
Good evening. Anthony Imiela is beginning 7 life sentences tonight. He was found guilty today of 7 vicious rapes.
Yes, life imprisonment for Imiela, but it's his victims who say they're the ones serving the real life sentences. The eldest, who was 52 at the time, says the man who raped her killed the person she was, and a 10-year-old girl who he tried to rape still wakes up at night screaming, "I can see his face, I can see his face."
Because I love him so much, I am not going to give up on him. And I want to help him. And I believe that everyone, no matter what they've done, deserves forgiveness. I knew I was going to be upset.
I'm very sad that I'm not with Tony. I'm sitting having a glass of wine, which we always said we were going to do. Sit and look out over that absolutely magnificent countryside. And we never done it. Who knows, maybe in 20 years' time, could maybe come up here with Tony and sit here and have a big cuddle under our tree.
Doing that to the victims, doing what he done to little kids, and doing what he done to my mum, to hurt my mum in that disloyal, disgusting way, it made me boil inside. But the anger and hatred for Tony it's just not there anymore, because he's not here, and he's not going to be here. He can't hurt my mum anymore, he can't hurt anyone else anymore.
I've lost my soulmate, and it's all terribly heartbreaking. It eats away at you, but I would have him back. I won't forsake him. I'm going to stay by him.
Mixing business with pleasure isn't always the right move, but will it be for Stephen? Maybe it's fate. 6 Degrees is back tomorrow night, Wednesday at 10:35. And next here, fancy playing bingo from the comfort of your own home? You can next, 'cause it's Bingo Night Live.